Pour the roast, let's talk about the day. Laughing even if it goes astray.
Welcome to...
Well, I thought it was funny!
G'day, folks. The time is 10:48 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on the 28th of June, 2026. Of course, that'd be the 29th for my time-traveling friends on the other side of the planet there. Big hello to every single one of you folks out there. Real big hello to the city with the most community members worldwide. And that city is Melbourne, Australia. That's right. Not Melbourne. It's Melbourne, I guess, if you're going to say it the way I used to say it. Folks, I hope you're all doing fantastic today, no matter where you're from. I'm Lee. I'm the guy who started this community. Well, I thought it was funny. You are you, and you are the reason why we're funny, my friends. How do I know these things? Well, if I was funny, I wouldn't want to be anyone else. So that's an assumption, but hopefully a safe one. And you being funny, we weren't funny until you got here. So that math is easy. So cheers to you for making us the funniest city on the planet. Population us. Funny people in a funny place, making people laugh. Friends, I'm going to ask you a quick favor, please. Could you click the like button, the thumbs up button, the happy face button, whatever it might be that pertains to you, your experience here watching this video on whatever platform you're watching it on. You know, it's usually down in the corner there. It would really help me out if you're on YouTube, if you can click that like and subscribe. I'd really love to hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm about 660 some. I'm not trying to be greedy. I just think that would be awesome. It would really help me out, my friends. And if you're on Facebook, please, if you haven't done this already, click the follow button next to my name. It's not a button, it's just a word that says follow in blue. If you could click that if you haven't already. I want to get over 500 on Facebook. I am getting close, but I'm not quite there. And any little bit helps these videos get traction. So thank you very much, folks. I appreciate you doing that. And even if you didn't do that, I 100% appreciate you, my friends. Why? Because you're making people laugh, and that makes the world a better place. And that's been my plan the whole time here, friends. Thank you for making that happen. So I'm going to, once again, cheers to you. And then one more just for another sip of coffee. So what's going on today, folks? I'll tell you one thing that's happening today. Big news. Mr. Mel Brooks, that's right, the funniest man on the planet, or at least one of the funniest people on the planet, is 100 years old today. That's right, the creator of Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein, Get Smart, the producers, Spaceballs, some of the funniest stuff ever created and ever put on the screen, little and big. He's 100 years old today, and that's amazing. So happy that he's still around with us. Thank you, Mr. Brooks, for all the laughs that you've provided the world, and you're still providing the world. We got Spaceballs 2 coming out next year, folks. I'm excited for that. So happy birthday, Mel Brooks. Let's see. What else is going on? Oh, I'm going to tell you something. You got to do me a favor. You have to look at this. This is Ruby, my beautiful, wonderful wife, friends, Lisa's cat. Wendy was over there yesterday and snapped this picture, and she's such a beautiful kitty, isn't she? Thank you for snapping that picture, Wendy. And you know, we've got that triple dog dare, triple cat dare, triple hog dare, triple frog dare hanging out there, daring you to send in photos or videos of your pets, my friends. I don't care if it's a cat. I don't care if it's a dog. I don't care if it's a hog. I don't care if it's a frog. I don't care if it's a bat. I don't care if it's a log. Whatever you consider a pet, I'd love to see a photo of them. You can attach your photos to your comments on these videos, or you can send them and videos via email to pets@wellithoughtitwasfunny.com. I want to see your pets, my friends. I love all animals, and I want to see yours, my friends. So, yes, let's see your pets. What else is going on here? Wendy and I are going out for steak tonight. We are going to Mr. Mike's Steakhouse in Cochrane, Alberta. Let me move that over where you can see it a little bit better. Right over there. You can see the Mr. Mike's at the top, at least. Some bad color choices by me. But anyways, we are going to Mr. Mike's this evening. What a great place for steaks. They are a Canadian chain of steakhouses. I think it's called Steakhouse Casual. Great stuff. We were there a few months ago. The closest one to us is in a little town just north of us. It's not even a little town actually, but northwest of us in Cochrane, Alberta. And beautiful community and great steaks. They're all across Canada though, and looking forward to that. You can see that photo up there underneath the Mike's, Mr. Mike's. That was a photo I took the last time we were there. The only time I've been to a Mr. Mike's actually. So looking forward to that tonight. I love a good steak dinner. Now, if you are a vegan or anything like that, or a vegetarian, I completely understand and I respect that, but I'm not. I like my steaks. And living in Alberta, we have some of the best beef in the world, my friends. Look it up. Alberta, beef. All right, that's what we're doing tonight. No real plans, though. I want to know what's been happening. How's your week been, my friends? Leave a comment on today's video. Send me an email. You got a funny story you want to tell? Send that to us by email or leave it as a comment on today's video. I want to know about you, my friends. I want to know what's happening. I want to hear about your hobbies. I want to hear what makes you giggle. Come on, friends. Please, please, please help us make the funniest city on the internet, which we are. Let's make it the friendly city on the internet. You can do it, my friends, and you can do it by, sharing a little bit about yourselves. Please and thank you. All right, so let's get to those featured posts. I do try to feature posts in all of these videos, and I've got 4 today as usual. I've got one from Blake Stanworth. I've got one from Rebecca Dunn. I've got one from David Knapp. That's my buddy Dave. And I got another one from me. That's right. I'm blowing my own horn again, but hey, these folks seem to be finding this one funny. So I am going to bring those up right now. First one is from Blake Stanworth. There's several reasons why I find this funny. One is the caption and the photo, of course. The other is the fact that this plant. There's a prop from Little Shop of Horrors, the remake. Just fantastic movie. And the original was amazing too. Real campy, really fun. And same thing with this post. It's fun and campy. Thank you so very much, Blake. And the next one is from my buddy Dave Knapp. Let's slide over to that one there. Yeah, it's pretty much about it. Sad and funny at the same time, eh? Thanks, Dave. Funny as usual. Dave is somebody that sends so many jokes, and this guy knows music too. So next one is from Rebecca Dunn. I'm liking this. #mood. Thank you, Rebecca. And then the next one, the final one, is from myself. A little more of a regional joke, but you've all experienced this. If you live in a place where you get rain and heat in the summer. I'm in Calgary, Alberta, if you're wondering the connection. All right. Thank you so very much, Rebecca. Thank you so very much, Dave. Thank you so very much, Blake. And folks, thank you to you for making us the funniest city on the planet. Thank you for every funny thing you share. You're the reason why we are so successful. You're the reason why I'm telling some bad jokes. Three men walk into a bar. The fourth one saw it and ducked. So I asked Wendy if she heard about that actress who had recently stabbed a paparazzi in the wrist with a fork. And I said her name started with Reese something, and then Wendy said, Witherspoon? And I said, well, no, with her fork. The doctor gave my American friend 6 months to live, but he couldn't pay his bill, so the doctor gave him another 6 months. What do you call a chicken crossing the road? Poultry in motion. Just got my doctor's test results, and I gotta say I'm pretty upset. Turns out there's no way I'm gonna be a doctor. Hope you got some chuckles out of those, my friends. I gotta thank Democratia Autumn 42 on YouTube for the first joke. I gotta thank Hello Kitty Girl 614 on TikTok for the second joke. And the next 3 jokes, I have no idea where they came from. If you know where they came from, leave a comment on today's video. And folks, I want to tell your jokes, so why not leave those as a comment on today's video or send them to me via email at jokes@wellithoughtitwasfunny.com. I want to tell your jokes, folks. And friends, I am here 4 days a week with a fresh batch of these stale jokes just for you. If you'd like to show your appreciation, please consider dropping a couple of bucks in our tip jar at donate.wellithoughtitwasfunny.com. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you can help us keep the lights on, keep the joke machine rolling, and keeping that imaginary cow fed. But folks, the most important thing to me is that you keep laughing. Want to help us out and look good at the same time? Head over to store.wellithoughtitwasfunny.com where we've got t-shirts, hoodies, 3/4 sleeve rock shirts. We got coffee cups. We've got to-go cups. We've got stickers. Check it out today, folks. That's store.wellithoughtitwasfunny.com. I really do want to find somebody with a Segway in my area within a couple 100 kilometers of Calgary, Alberta, that would allow me to record a short video of me just going across the field of view for the camera awkwardly, so I can have an awkward Segway video. I've asked that before. I've mentioned that before. If you know anyone, let me know, my friends. I want to make that happen. And you know what I'd also like to make happen? I'd love for us to hit 1 million members in this community of ours. So we've got this one community that is currently sitting at 937,000 members. That's incredible. Like, that is a success well beyond I've ever could even hope for. But now that we're so close, we're starting to shrink a little bit. I mean, this is normal. You get some attrition. We've done this before where we go up and then we drop a little bit. But I'm really starting to get hungry for that 1 million member mark. And I'm going to cross my fingers because while I don't believe in jinx, I don't know everything, right? But do you have any ideas how we could get there? Any suggestions? I mean, I want to try some different things. How we can boost the group even more. I'm not greedy, my friends. I'm so happy where we are, but I just think that would be cool to be able to say 1 million members, right? It's already cool to be able to say 937,000 members and 16.5 thousand members in our second and not lesser, just smaller group. I'd really like to hit that 1 million member mark, and I don't have any money for any kind of advertising campaign. I really don't. I mean, I wish I did. I haven't got an extra penny to spend. I'm not destitute, but I'm definitely kind of a little broke. Well, big tears. We all are. It's just the human condition nowadays. So I'm not trying to go for sympathy. I'm just saying I can't afford an advertising campaign. I could probably afford 20, 30 bucks here or there. That's about it. But have you got any ideas how we could boost the group, get us over that magic mark? Let me know. I'd love to hear it, whether you can leave it as a comment on our video. You can send an email to me at admin@wellithoughtitwasfunny.com. You can send it to jokes@wellithoughtitwasfunny.com. You know, I'm easy to get a hold of, my friends. And if I use any of your ideas, I'm going to share that because I don't want to steal your ideas, because I don't like stealing ideas, because I think ideas are an important commodity and I think you're very valuable. You are to me, at least. So, folks, I'd love to hear your input, but I also like to hear about just what's happening in your day. Please just leave a quick comment just saying how you're doing, maybe a GIF, something funny, whatever it might be. I want to hear from you, my friends. And I'm going to be back again here tomorrow. At least that's my plan. I really hope you're going to be here again tomorrow too. You know, maybe we'll have a few new people. Maybe we won't. But even if we don't, we are already the funniest city on the internet. And that's because of you, my friends. Cheers and have a great day.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny.